Good morning, children, and welcome to Chapter 5 of Class 11th Accountancy Syllabus. So, today we are going to discuss with Chapter 5, which is Accounting Standards and IFRS. Okay, so before we take up the definition, let us be clear with this particular example that I have noted on the board, that why do we need accounting standards. After that, we'll go with the definition so that it is becoming more clear to your brains. Okay, suppose we are having, look at the example which I have noted down over here on the board. Suppose we are having a country's economic accounting system. Okay, in this accounting system, I have taken one industry, say textile industry. Okay, in this textile industry, there are a number of firms, maybe A, B, C, or D. Now the question arises that which firm is performing better, or which is having a higher possibility of profit, or which is having a higher degree of efficiency in managing the affairs. Now, how we are going to compare these four firms on the basis of their financial performance? Naturally, we have to report the financial statements. Now, what are the financial statements? Financial statements together are known as trading in profit and loss account and balance sheet. These two statements combinedly are known as financial statements. While preparing these statements of all these four firms A, B, C and D, what we have to maintain? We have to maintain one particular standard. Why one particular standard? So that the firms which are making the records should be judged on the basis of one particular criteria. There has to be one standard on the basis of which the comparison can be made between these firms. This is the requirement of accounting standards. One standard, one kind of reporting, so that the uniformity can come in the presentation of recording, and it can be easy for us to judge which firm is performing better. If we'll keep on different standards, then comparison will not be possible. You can understand this also with a very common example which we come across in our daily life. Suppose we have chocolate, say a company Cadbury, or if we say a particular brand of Cadbury Dairy Milk. If we buy a Dairy Milk chocolate worth rupees 50 or 60, it will be in the same packaging whether we buy it in Delhi or Mumbai or Chennai or Calcutta. Same packing, same taste, same weight, everything will be similar. So one standard, so that the consumer is not confused that I am cheated, I have been paid more, I am paying more, or I am getting less quantity. That's why the company is following one standard, so that the uniformity can be brought about in the presentation of the product and everyone can be treated equally. Similarly, in case of accounting also, we follow one standard so that the uniformity can be brought about in the presentation of accounting statements that can be in the form of trading or P&L. Okay, now we come up to the precise definition of accounting standards. Accounting standards are written statements. They have to be written. They are issued from time to time by the institutions of accounting professionals. Who are issuing these standards? Who are making these standards? There has to be one institution in the entire country. In our country, it is Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. So, one particular institution which is having the authority to issue these standards shall be there, and it should specify uniform rules and practices for drawing of financial statements. There has to be one authoritative body in the country which will issue the standards, which will issue the rules and regulations that how accounting statements shall be made in the entire country. These are called accounting standards. Accounting standards are the written statements which are issued by some institution or a professional organization, and it specifies the rules, regulations and the code of conduct that how the accounting statements shall be made. This is called accounting standard. Another definition which I am taking up with the writer, which makes you more clear about the concept, that is a definition of Kohler. Accounting standards refer to the code of conduct imposed on accountants. Imposed means deliberately we have to do it. It is compulsory to follow the accounting standards. A code of conduct imposed on the accountants by custom, law or professional body. It has to be imposed by the professional organization of the country, that all the firms operating in the country have to follow one standard, have to follow one way of presentation of accounts. So this is called accounting standards. Now the objectives. The precise objectives have also been given, which are to be understood very carefully. The objectives of accounting standard. What are the motives for making these accounting standards? The first one, to ensure uniformity in the preparation and presentation of financial statements. Very clear from the definition only that accounting standard has the basic purpose of bringing about uniformity. In what? In the presentation and preparation of financial statements. Financial statement means trading profit and loss account and balance sheet. Okay, what is the second objective? To tell the users about the policies adopted in the preparation of financial statements. It also informs the users about what kind of policies have been taken up for the preparation of financial statements. Now, what is the third one? To remove the diverse accounting practices, to remove the diversification, because different people, different accountants will be using their own practices. Then the accounting process will become so bulky that it will not be able to be compared with anything. So in order to remove the diversification, the diversified accounting policies and practice, it is necessary to follow one standard. To ensure consistency, transparency and comparability. This is the basic motive of accounting standard, that it has to bring about consistency in the practices. The practices shall not be changed from one period to another period very frequently. Then transparency, everything should be transparent, nothing should be hidden. Nothing should be concealed unnecessarily, and it also enhances the comparability between both the kinds of comparability, inter-firm as well as intra-firm. To improve the reliability and credibility of the financial statements. Financial statements are more reliable and credible in case if they are made according to a particular standard. Otherwise, they will lose their relevance and reliability. Nobody will be able to believe such kind of standards, such kind of financial statements which are not based on a particular standard which has been issued by a professional organization. So these are the objectives which which compel us to follow the accounting standards. I hope that these two topics have been clearly understood. So in the next we will discuss about the benefits of accounting standards. Stay tuned till the time. Bye-bye.